Oh my god, it's so pretty out here. Yeah, and I was talking to her. iPad. Put this back just a little bit. I'm sure that. She's my biggest fan, actually. I know. Hey. Oh my gosh. How do I prop this up? What's up, Chica? Maybe right out there. Show will start in a little bit. Oh, that's pretty. You know, but if somebody don't know, they don't know who Diamond Dark Dino is. They gonna find out today. Ha!
Leo was going so slow because he doesn't know how to swing, right? He does. Yeah, it's just that.
All right.
He's not pushing enough, right?
Free concert with Diamond Dark Dino starts now.
Whoa! Uh-oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god! That's scary. Oh my god! Look!
Alright, I'm gonna censor some of these lyrics because there's kiddos now. For people who watch this regularly, the strings are nice and bright today. I never change my strings.
Leave him in there. Leave him in there.
They used to tell you in the guitar stores to always change your strings every 2 weeks you should change your guitar strings. When I heard that, I thought that was the biggest bunch of bull for marketing. So what I do, and actually this guitar, I've actually played it so much, the last set of strings stopped staying in tune. So I actually had to change them because they say a guitar strings, they die. The notes just start deadening. Well, the strings were so old, they stopped staying in tune. So I was forced to change these strings. So my strings last maybe 3 years. And they want me, the standard is to change them 2 weeks. Also, I have dry hands too. If you got wet hands, you will rust your guitar strings out. I used to have a bassist who would touch my guitar strings and then they would rust out. So we made a rule that he was not allowed to touch any of my guitars. And true story, when we were going to a concert one time, the band was not with me. I was in a different car. And they got in a car crash with my instruments in the car. And the first thing I said was, "How are my guitars?" And they were like, "What about us, man?" And to be honest with you guys, I still to this day am more concerned with those guitars than those guys. Because those guitars had value. Is that a knock on my old band? Yeah, but here's the first song. It's called All of My Friends Are Losers. All of my friends are losers, all of them abusers. I'm not gonna hang out anymore. All of my friends are losers, all of them abusers. Ladies, you should run right out their doors. 'Cause all of my friends, they are all losers. So what do you wanna sell me? Some stupid stuff that I don't need. Ladies, you should run right out their doors. 'Cause all of my friends, they are all losers. All of my friends, they are all losers. This one is about rock and roll. When my life gets all out of control, well, I go running to that rock and roll. You won't see me moving on. You will see me writing songs for their lies, their blonde alibis. If you think that rock's for cowards, yeah, I got girls that buy me flowers. So if you need me, just come out to my shows. I'll be there playing that rock and roll. If you can feel me, just say whoa, whoa. One more time we'll sing to rock and roll. Rock and roll, whoa, rock and roll. 'Cause when my life gets all out of control, well, I go running to that rock and roll. You won't see me moving on. You will see me writing songs full of life. Songs full of life. So if you need me, just come out to my shows. I'll be there playing that rock and roll. And if you feel me, just say whoa, whoa, whoa. One more time, we'll play that rock and roll. Rock and roll, whoa, rock and roll. So this one, I don't really have it set yet, but it's about California and roller coasters, and I'm picture it right now, but my voice can only do so much, guys. I got like 6 notes to hit, so I was taught though by a singer to make sure not how to not embarrass yourself. It took him like 10 years for it to get through. I think I played this song in A, But if I start in the wrong key, I'm not gonna be able to. I'll be able to do it, but just bear with me. This is a song that was gonna be released on Dark Dino Records, but they shut me down, so I'm just giving it all away now. Six, Six Flags, Six Flags, Great America, California. That's a little too high. Six Flags, Six Flags in Great America. Six Flags in Great America, California. Six Flags in Great America. Six Flags in Great America, California. It's where the San Francisco Niners play, right along the Golden Bay in California. Whoa, whoa. Six Flags in Great America. Six Flags in Great America, California. So, Lovers and Strangers, not when I first joined, but at the end, because we're always learning. Our singer learned, so if a song was low to him in the register, we'd move up a couple steps. So say if we were playing like well, it's raining in the Mission, he'd go, hey, let's do it in F. So we'd have to go, well, it's raining in the Mission again. And he'd be like, oh no, let's go to G. Well, it's raining in the Mission. So we'd be like all over the place. It's part of our journey, because when you're a young artist, you're there and you don't know anything. You're just there, right? But he matured through time. So he was searching for a new key just to see what his voice would do in these vocal areas. He even came up with a cowboy kind of, he has a distinct voice. So he was exploring. He came up with this country thing, and he told us that he was doing this country voice, and his wife came in and she said, what the hell are you doing? He's like, I'm working on a new a voice. And she said, well, don't. That's terrible. But you gotta understand, if you're an artist and you've played these songs over and over, dabbling, experimenting is all part of the fun, especially when you learn. And I'm sure who taught him was a guy that inspired him. And that guy inspired me a lot. I'd come in there with vocal keys that go up and down. And he'd say, kid, you gotta make it straight. He said, what you're trying to do, nobody can do. And even when he told me that, it took years to understand what he was saying. You don't get it like right away. But sometimes you're fortunate enough to be in a crew full of like really cool artists. So for my 16 years with those cats, and they were cats. Like, they played with Stevie Ray Vaughan in the 80s. They played with Chris Isaac. Of course, the Beach Boys, their relationship with the Beach Boys. They never played with Pearl Jam, but my guitarist, his dad and the bass in Pearl Jam, those two guys, they were best friends. So he had a personal relationship with one of the members of Pearl Jam. And then, our manager, who started with Journey in this, so it was all connected. These were their co-workers and associates that they would meet. So to be a little punk from Salinas
Candy?
to find these dudes was super cool. And maybe we should do a song from Lovers and Strangers. Let me.
What?
So he's got a deeper voice than me. He's got a raspier voice. But maybe like American Way, I could try. Hard work, goals not reached. With mortgage payments they can't meet. 1,000 lost their jobs last week. We eat and sleep while they live in the streets. Oh. Equal chance for equal pay. The taxman comes and takes it all away. I see no breaks in the USA. A poor working man keeps working every day. Oh, he says that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. You know it seems it's the American way. Chance to change this world. You know I'd wipe it all away. So they say this is the land of the free. Well, I don't know, man. Look at you, look at me. I've had to fight for everything I've had to be. And still they say this is God's country. No, that way to me. So the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. You know it seems it's the American way. If I had a chance to change this world, you know I'd wipe it all away. I'd wipe it all away. So you can see, like, so his voice is deeper. So I would either, so to really correctly put my voice into that song, like what he would do, that's in G. I'm not gonna try, I'm not gonna try to do it in F or A today, but I would either need to go lower or higher, if you understand what I'm saying. It was okay in that range, but I know for sure Ray's got a deeper, raspier type of voice. And the more you understand, it's all about like the voice, you know, the words. Most songs, you'll see like they hit a point and they just keep on. Oh, thank you. Cook. Okay. Cheers to the cook. Not to come with the persona for the cook. Cook D cook, the D cook. All right, good. That's old school. I'll never forget one time we played at a winery, and it was all catered. And I'm some kid from Salinas, and it's in Carmel. It's so fancy, and they had wine and cheese, and I don't, but I'll sure eat some cheese and sausage. And I remember writing the band after I left, like, I'm gonna have the cheese farts all week, but we were at a winery. So I remember, okay, after our second set, I'm going up and I'm taking some of these wine bottles home. I don't know if you remember that when I brought you some wine? Dude, I have it on camera because I filmed the set. I mean, I always film my sets. Right when the show's over, I make a beeline to backstage, and I had a backpack, and I just took a bunch of wine. It was ours to be the taken, but brought it to my parents in Salinas. That was cool, man. We had a guy. Oh, we've always like the thing about being in Lovers and Strangers is I didn't know it when I first joined them, but we had roadies, and not only did we have, I didn't know that these were the same cats that were setting shit up all around the world. That this was their little buddies. Anthony, butcher his last name, Anthony on Aragon or something like that. But I mean, he works for the Rolling Stones. Fuki, the guy who photographed us, like he's done shows with the Stones. So imagine me being around these guys for a good 12 years without even knowing, and them not even telling me. You know what I mean? Like, pretty cool. I did always hear them kind of speak about stuff that was a lot over my head. When you're a young kid, I knew who the Beach Boys were, but I didn't know who the Replacements were. I didn't know the scene. So, you know, when they're talking and you're just kind of maybe 30 years out of touch, you listen, but you don't understand everything. But one more, I think we're gonna eat. How you doing? I'll do your song and then we'll go inside. Jenny, Jenny, my little Genevieve. She checked my history. Now we're history. Oh, Jenny, little Genevieve. She checked my history. Now we're history. To say I'm sorry, I wrote this song. Give you the money, play it all day long. Oh, Jenny, you're my little Genevieve. Baby, check my history. Now we're history. To say I'm sorry, I wrote this song. Give you the money, play it all day long. Hey, Jenny, you mean the world to me. Check my history. Now we're history. History. A little Genevieve. Check my history. Now we're history. But one cool thing about we never did it after my hero passed away, because my hero was really about rock and roll. They were both rock and roll, but Ray was not about being silly. But my hero never learned a guitar solo. That was his time to be an idiot on stage. And he's had a couple amazing solos, but he thought it was absurd. So there was a huge contrast in that band, by the way. Especially when I joined, they didn't even rehearse together for at least the first 3 or 4 years. Ray is a perfectionist. I guess how Mick and Keith will say, mix rock and he's roll, like a little bit, mix a little bit more, let's be professional. And Keith is like, let's loosen it up. I don't mean to compare him to those two, but Steve was a guy that did not take this stuff serious. His biggest battle in his life was he was the guy who had the first half pipe in in Northern California. He made the first half pipe of skateboarding, but the city took it down, and he tried. They always say that was his first and last entrance into politics. He fought to keep the half pipe up, but the city of Carmel took it down. So, when for example, I got to meet a member of, I don't even want to say their name, but like my influence, like his we get to like a club and we're scouting it out, and I'm stretching, and he's like, what the hell are you stretching for? I thought that I needed to stretch and stuff. But listening to him be so competitive, but like this never spoke like that ever until we were like in the club. It was inspiring, man. That guy he was the real deal. So maybe for songs we don't know, like again, so he liked to play songs we don't know. So if I could think of a song I don't know to butcher and have fun, oh my God, yes, here we go. He's the man who lives his life in danger. When enemies are strange, he stays a stranger. With every move he makes, with every breath he takes, odds are he won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, secret agent man. Well, he's giving you a number, taking away his name. I don't know the second verse. Enemies are strange, he stays a stranger. Every move he makes, every chance he takes, odds are he won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, secret agent man, is giving you a number, taking away his name. One more, and then I think it's time for dinner. Hang on, Snoopy, Snoopy, hang on. You hear this one, Harlow? You got any requests?
That's fine.
No song? Hang on, Snoopy, Snoopy, hang on. Hang on, Snoopy, Snoopy, hang on. Come on, come on, come on, Snoopy. Come on, come on, come on, Snoopy. There we go. Hope you guys have a beautiful day. I had fun chitting and chatting. the guitar sounds good.